Everybody, welcome to Real Life Sci-Fi with Wade and Willie. I'm Wade.
Willie.
This is a podcast about the paranormal and contemporary mythology. Join us on patreon.com/reallifesci-fi for access to 2 bonus episodes a week, video feeds, and more. Also, RealLifeSciFi.show is our link tree. Pair Abnormal, P-A-R, Abnormal, is our new, I don't know.
P-A-I-R.
What did I say? What did I say?
P-A-R.
Oh my God. Did I really? Fuck. You have to Google pair abnormal the way Willie spelled it, not me, and then headphone with an F. And it should be the first thing. That's what happened when I did it.
Yeah, same
otherwise, I don't know. Fucking how's it gone? Shit. How do I do this now? Let's welcome aboard the SSRLSF. It's our favorite guest. Legit our favorite guest. And I'll say that in front of all the other guests. I will. And I don't think any of them will even bat an eye because they know. Aaron Moles, he knows. Kelsey, she doesn't give a shit. It's our good friend Krocky Meshkin. What up, Croc man?
Howdy. You know, I'm gonna say right away, you guys are my favorite pair. And I'm not talking about the fruit.
Crocky, what's new, man? Are you still living that forest ranger life? What's your guys' hashtag instead of hashtag set life? What do you guys hashtag?
Outdoors together.
Dude, but you're alone in all the pictures.
That's just, my narcissistic side is
just you and the trees. You're together with the trees and the wolves.
Yeah, we got Mexican gray wolf making a comeback here in northern Arizona.
Have you seen any in real life?
I can't say I have. I had a guest.
You can't say because the wolves will come after you if you do.
Yeah, they're very sneaky creatures.
I know. They blow the pigs' houses down.
Yeah, I'm not trying to blow up my spot. Like,
right.
My house is made out of wood. It's not made out of stone. If I made my house out of stone, fucked. I would be okay.
Then you could put them on blast.
I could say whatever I want about a wolf, but I love wolves. Wolves are
you don't want to fuck
amazing creatures. They're beautiful.
They're giant.
But they haven't been around as long as coyotes.
I'm not into coyotes.
You know what's weird? I was thinking about this the other day. There's a picture right in front of my place that says $1,000 fine for feeding the wildlife, and it shows a picture of a coyote. And I'm like, dude, and I don't feed them, but if we don't feed them, then the only thing they have to eat around here besides rats that are eating poison are people's cats and dogs, and they have been snatching up people's little doggies as they're walking them. They sneak up. I've been circled by 3 coyotes.
You just go,
bah! Bah! I think there's a long-term relationship with coyotes and humans, like almost like we have a truce. And before I say that, I will say Los Angeles, California is the #1 location for coyote attacks upon humans. There's no other place in the world that has more human coyote attacks. But that said, I'll be out, way out in the wilderness, or even right where I live. I can go for like a 2-mile walk, and I'm in the trees, and I'll hear the coyotes make a sound. One will start making a sound, and then they kind of sound off to find out where everybody's at. So everybody starts howling, and you could be standing there and you start hearing, these howls from here and there and all over. You get a sense where they're all at, and they're just kind of taking attendance.
It's like when you're at a party and you bump into someone who's clicked up, and then they throw a hand sign, and then you look around the party and there's hand signs everywhere, and you're like, oh fuck.
Do you think this has ever happened?
Jumped.
Party roll call, Willie.
What's the rest of it? Is that it? Just
no, you have to, yeah.
I'll bet you I could win in a fight with a coyote. I know all the tricks to beat a dog without shooting. I'm not a cop. I wouldn't shoot the dog.
No, yeah. Not like criminal level violence.
I had an aggressive dog growing up. I'd just grab him by his snout, I've said this a million times, pinch his lip up so that his own tooth was biting his lip, and then he would let go of whatever poor dog he was attacking at the time.
All right, people will pay to see this. You should
Let's
come
do
out
it, man. Let's get an animal wrangler and have him sick the thing on me. I'll take that motherfucker down. Can you even imagine? Listen, I don't have a bloodlust for this or anything, but don't you think it'd be really fun to just punch a dog in the face?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like to be able to like fight something at full force, because I'm never gonna fight anything, but like the chance to do it. Like, could I take on like some kind of weird big cat or big dog?
No, not well. Oh, like a predator cat, sure. A cat, like a regular house cat, I just feel bad, you know,
Okay, what a question for
punching
both
a
of you guys.
cat in the face.
What is the animal? What are maybe like what are two animals each of you would not fight?
Well, that's easy. Dragons and dinosaurs.
Just before I answer your question, I think one of the most satisfying videos online, and we've talked about this before, is that this kangaroo has this guy's dog, and he walks up to it, squares up, and just decks him in the face. It's the coolest fucking video. Yeah, I would love that. Get the fuck out of here, kangaroo.
Kangaroos are freaking crazy.
I would not fight a kangaroo.
Ripped. They look ripped.
You shouldn't have asked for two animals that I wouldn't fight. I can barely think of two that I would.
I know. I'm like,
dog is one.
I'm the same way. Like punching one, you know, they kick with their feet and they rip open your guts.
Yeah, that's the point of their tail.
Who's ripping
so that
open
they can disembowel you with their hind legs. I thought you were a forest ranger.
They lean back and yeah, dude, their fucking talons are huge. They're really dangerous.
I am, but the animals respect me. You know, when I'm walking around with my badge and my big hat, you know, the animals they nod their head.
Oh, so you're like a cop. Yeah, you're just like a cop. Respect isn't earned for you. It's just a given.
It's
you
an
got
outfit.
The badge and the hat on. The big 10-gallon forest ranger hat.
Yeah. Yeah. That Pharrell created that for the forest.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pharrell Williams.
Did we do the WoW scale or not? Do you remember what your score was?
I want to say like a 3, 2 or 3.
Let's do a real quick fire.
WoW scale. Are you a Wade or are you a Willy?
WoW scale is a 5-question quiz. At the end of the quiz, I will give Krocky his score anywhere between 0 and 5. If he's more of a 0, he's more of a Wade. If he's more of a 5, he's more of a Willy. Krocky, are you ready to be Wade on the WoW scale?
Yes.
First question, 3-parter. Do you believe in aliens? If so, have they visited Earth? If so, have they visited Earth in the last 300 years?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Ghosts?
Yes, absolutely.
Bigfoot?
Yeah, on the fence. On the fence for Bigfoot.
Yes or no, I said that like less than 2 minutes ago.
You want everything so defined in your boxes.
It's a black and white world. There is no gray area. You're either rich or you're poor.
Yes, then yes, I do.
Whoa, shit! I shouldn't have talked you into that. Psychics?
Nah.
And do you believe life is a simulation? Do we exist in a simulation of some kind?
No way. This is real. This is a real world.
Well, so now you're up to like a 4, at least. Yeah, you're a 4.
Okay, I'm gonna live.
Because I pressed you on Bigfoot.
I'm gonna live more of that. Black and white. Yes, no life. I like that.
It's so much more simple.
It's quicker.
Vengeance is easy because you're like, you wronged me. You must be the bad guy. I can't be the bad guy. I'm the main guy. All right. Anything else that needs to be said before we launch into the topic?
I'm sorry, I was trying to finish your book before you got here, but I did not finish it. The Dirt That Feeds You. Go get his book. I'm going to read it before
Amazon.
the next time you're on again.
Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com. If you don't like Jeff Bezos.
I totally forgot about that. It's under like 3 other books that I haven't read. I just buy books and I read like a chapter and then they just sit. I'm the fucking worst.
Just all you got to do, open it to one page. You know, just soak in one page. And
I will say, I read the first 5 pages, but then I had to read another book for our last guest. I'm like, fuck, dude. But it's got a really great start.
He didn't finish that one either.
I did. No, I did.
Willie, hit us with that topic.
Tonight on Real Life Sci-Fi, are the clothes you're wearing killing you? Most likely. Every fabric has a different frequency, and that frequency is affecting your body's frequency. What you are wearing and what you should wear tonight on Real Life Sci-Fi. The frequency of clothes.
Frequency of clothes. So this is like a video game where you get +1 if you wear a special hat or something.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I mean, these, I don't want to even say that these are subtle energies because they can measure basically everything in the universe is vibrating on the smallest level. And so each fabric actually has its own frequency that can be measured. This was actually first time on record recorded by Heidi Yellen. She's a Jewish doctor. In 2003, they did a study on the frequencies of fabric. They were using this equipment made by someone from Texas A&M, ex-professor. They had the Ag Environ machine. This was invented to try to analyze the signature frequency of agricultural commodities and aid the farmer in determining the right time of harvest growth. So they had some technical reason for it. But anyways, they started checking out these different clothes. And so basically from the studies, they found that the human body basically has a frequency of 100 megahertz, 90 to 100. And if you are like knocking on death's door and about to die, the frequency of that human body is around 10 to 15. Someone who's about to die, someone has a terminal disease. And they were looking up, checking out different clothes. And so like organic cotton has a frequency of about 100 megahertz also. And what they came up with was that if you wear clothes with a lower frequency than your body, you're actually putting your body through strain. You're straining your body because you're affecting your frequency, your vibration, your magnetic field, whatever. And so most of the clothes out there has a really low frequency.
Like what?
Let's say you don't have organic cotton, you just have regular cotton that is bleached. That sits about 50 megahertz. But a lot of the other things like
What about
rayon,
nudists?
everything around you has a frequency. It's emitting vibrations, and so everything is actually affecting a nudist on the beach. Great. That's the ideal situation. But if you're at home, you're still being affected by your curtains, your stuff, your neighbors, your Wi-Fi, everything. It's just like hitting and affecting your natural frequency, your natural, I want to say magnetic.
This seems like
field.
this is like a great gateway belief into being an insane person who locks themselves up, like those people who are allergic to electromagnetic frequencies or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't disbelieve them, but that could never happen to me.
That was
because there's something weird happening. Right?
that was on John Wilson. You guys see that? There was an episode where he goes to this town where people want to get away from the electric. I would bet you anything that these people are into the fabric thing. They're very conscious of the clothing they're wearing.
What about silk? Is silk good? It's made from butt worms.
Silk is sitting at is low. It's somewhere between 0 and 15.
Wait, do you have them all? Can I ask about anything?
I do.
Polyester is the same as silk.
Yeah, polyester is plastic.
Leather?
Rayon is plastic. Leather, hold on, let me see. I forget.
Well, I understand, but I know that polyester is bad. But why would silk be as bad as polyester? Silk is.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the way they retrieve it or something. But like you said, it's coming out. It's
produced from an unclean
juice.
Insect is what this.
Let's see what else. What's a good butt juice? There's got to be one.
No.
Oh no, there is one. The vanilla that comes from beaver butt.
What?
There's a vanilla flavoring that comes from beaver butt.
Used in food?
Yeah.
It's called castoreum. It's actually a natural ingredient because castoreum is just beaver in its juice. Strawberry and vanilla.
I mean, it's very rare. You probably never had it. But even if you did and you didn't know, what's the difference?
It is an old school thing because the whole beaver.
Krocky, you eat hot dogs all the time. I've seen you eat hot dogs.
Not true. No, I'm on that Woody Harrelson diet, man. I'm
what's
vegan.
That? Just
9 years vegan right now.
Oh, really? What vegan?
Yeah. No milk, no meat. Well, actually, I'll try like fish, like wild caught fish. every once in a while. But yeah, it's been about 9 years vegan. So like this topic is right up my alley because
Well, you can eat fish because they don't have feelings. That's what Kurt
Yeah.
Cobain said.
yeah,
Kurt
and
Cobain
then
told
you'll
me
go
that.
to you'll feel nirvana.
Yes.
Eat the-
You know what's
Um,
bad for you is lead in your brain.
or mercury.
yeah,
Mercury.
take that. Take that, hippies.
We think that Courtney did.
Okay. I love that episode, by the way. That's one of my favorite real life sci-fi episodes. I listened to that in 2020. Okay. I want
That's an
to
old one. That's
Willie's
from,
got a
like, the
great
first
topic
year.
here.
Yeah,
Willie's got
sorry.
a great topic here. I
Yeah.
don't want to go off the rails. And this is also a thing. So I guess I never talk about it on social media or anything, but yeah, I totally went vegan 9 years ago. And my whole thing was like, I'm going to do it until I feel like some health problem or something and see
Mhm.
what happens, like kind of a self experiment. But I started doing the same thing with clothing. And
Shut up. This is a joke.
I swear.
Well, real
Okay.
vegans try to choose vegan clothing also.
No,
I know, and
Okay.
Crocky is
Okay.
obviously
No.
not a real vegan. Look at
this
him.
is actually
Those are
where,
Beats headphones.
these are grottos,
I
handmade
know.
in Brooklyn. These are some of the finest headphones actually for studio mixing. You know, my degree is in audio engineering.
Oh my God. Can you please? So
Okay.
anyway, clothing. You're
It's an
trying to be
audio.
vegan with your clothing. Like, what do you?
So yeah, it all kind of coincided with me moving out of Los Angeles, moving to Grand Canyon, eating healthier. Also, we're far away from like the grocery store and restaurants, so like you got to stock up. I started cooking a lot of my own food, but
I
then
feel
I
like
got
stocking
into
up would be harder as a vegan because
Yeah.
I'll get lettuce and it's gone in like 3 days. Like, it's to the point in like 3 days that I'm like, is this lettuce still good?
yeah, the salads are limited, but things like rice, quinoa, beans, all that dry
Chickpeas?
stuff, chickpeas, you can make your own hummus. This stuff is going to last all year. You buy it once, it's going to last all year.
Got it.
All right. So
So
then
do
I
you
got
bring burlap
into
sacks to the grocery store?
Yeah.
I bring burlap sacks to the forest.
What's the frequency on burlap?
Burlap would be linen made from the flax plant. And Willie,
Yeah.
you're gonna hit him with that
5,000.
5,000?
mother effing
Shut the fuck
thousand.
up. 5,000?
5,000.
So this is where the topic gets crazy because
2,000
hang
more
on,
than
hang on.
Andre.
Because I kind of interrupted Crocky. What were you say? What was you? Did you?
Yeah, before
'Cause
I go on like a total rant, I would go and buy clothes and I would really look at the tag. So you got the tag on the neck, but a lot of times too, it's on the lower part. And that's how I would go to the store. I wouldn't even look at the style of the clothes. Like I was looking, is this cotton, wool? I don't know why I got into that. I'd never heard about this frequency thing till Willie brought up the topic a couple days ago. I never heard about the frequency thing, but I started getting into cotton. I was like, I want to wear cotton. I don't want to like rayon and what is it? Polyester, all that stuff is basically it's
polyester, spandex, all the
petroleum based. It's basically the same thing as plastic.
dude.
Yeah.
A lot of the dyes are all oil based too. So petroleum just really took over a lot of things.
You got to do something with your byproduct.
And so even
Make
so
money off of it.
in the
Sell
realm
it to
of
the
cotton,
idiots.
organic cotton's good for you, but here's the thing: it's not good for you. There are a lot of fabrics like well, I don't know what the frequency of leather is, but I know that leather and cotton and organic cotton especially, they don't help you, but they're not bad for you. They kind of just keep you frequency.
So a cow just walking around doesn't even have the same frequency as we do. The cows have a lesser frequency.
I don't know what their body is, but their skin emits a different frequency. So like leather, offhand, I think it's between 50 and 80.
What are the high one? What are the high ones outside of linen, which is so astronomically high?
There's only two high ones.
Can we work up to these?
Oh yeah. Go on.
Can we because
please.
I feel like we're still at the body's 100, right?
Yeah.
You just mentioned organic cotton is 100, but non-organic cotton was like 70.
Non-organic cotton, I think, was 70. But as soon as you bleach it or add color, so when you bleach it, or black was bad too. Like black clothes is bad, I think, because I don't know if they bleach it before they add the black dye, but the black dye makes the frequency lower also. And everyone's wearing black clothes.
It's
in LA.
slimming.
I mean-
Do you want to look like a slob or do you want to have a high frequency?
You know who used to sell organic cotton and just it was like not dyed was American Apparel.
Yeah.
I go down their warehouse. They're gone, right? I heard they like went
Uh-huh.
out.
Yeah.
American
Didn't that
Apparel.
guy? Didn't that guy
They
kill
had-
somebody?
He got into some kind of trouble. They had those 3 big buildings down here that were factories, and they so they're not LA based anymore. If they
Aaron,
exist,
Aaron, our former co-host, I think worked for that guy.
Oh, yo, you
And,
got to bring her back in, and we could talk about this.
He did
Well,
something. I
Well,
don't think he
prob-
killed somebody because she had a different friend who killed somebody.
I bet you anything he wasn't ironing his clothes.
Is ironing bad?
Well, he
No.
probably had more pressing issues.
Oh, you fuck.
hemp
Hey, I went right in for that.
But-
is on the same level too.
but-
Hemp is not too healing either. Hemp is with cotton, just like they're just you can wear them,
100,
they don't affect
100 with your body. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were saying 100, like as in you agreed with it.
100, Willie.
100, dog. 100.
All right. So
We the best music.
so they got all these different frequencies. I'm trying to still wrap my head around the frequency thing because it's got a vibration to it. So then that makes me wonder if they're saying organic cotton and hemp are like at 100, is that harmonizing with your body? The other ones are dragging you down, but like we didn't say wait, you said the 5,000. You said the 5,000, yeah?
Yeah, the linen, right?
Linen.
There are only two fabrics out there from all the ones that they study. Like everything's either there's a couple hundreds, there's a bunch of really low ones, and then there's a couple that are 5,000. And it's wool and it's linen. They both are 5,000. So they actually are healing. They can heal your vibration.
So if you go to a beach wedding in Italy, you got it made because you got to wear the wool suit because that's what the gangsters are wearing. And then you got to wear linen on the beach.
Here's the thing though. You can't mix wool and linen.
Oh yeah. I saw
I'm
that.
out. I'm out.
When you
This is stupid now.
mix them,
That's
mix
stupid.
them, the way that they basically with their frequency, it's let's say wool the frequency goes from right to left, and then the linen goes from left to right. They cancel each other out and go to zero next. It's actually bad for you. It goes to zero.
You
Yeah, it's
just
like
lost me,
audio.
dude. Now I don't believe this at all.
When they are close together, they collapse the electrical field because they are in opposite.
I don't believe it.
It's like polarity in audio, it's
But just, you could say the same thing about the bad things. My body is doing 100 and my fake cotton is doing 50, but they cancel each other out.
let's go to some real world examples here. So Willie's talking about these frequencies, the clothes. Is it killing us? Obviously, we wore very natural clothing, and I will say too, as someone who's like almost a decade of being vegan, I wear leather shoes. I wore leather shoes all day today, leather boots. Because leather, I don't care what these vegans got to say about this or that, but like leather is a natural thing. There already is McDonald's and Five Guys and In-N-Out. They're killing how many cows? Millions of cows are killed every day. What are you going to just throw the skin away?
You're
not gonna
not
make a jacket out of that?
contributing to more killing is the thing.
Yeah, they're already killing it. You make a jacket out of it, make some boots, use it, put it to use.
This is why I took the muffler off of my car. Or not the muff. What's the part that I know that I took the part that pollutes the environment off? Or
The
that
catalytic-
stopped
catalytic converter.
converter.
I
Yeah.
took that off because I was like,
Oh,
well,
man.
fucking PepsiCo is
And
doing
those
worse
things
than
are-
I'm doing.
Yeah, those things are a ripoff. I'm a bad environmentalist. Like I'm like a rebel environmentalist. Like,
You're Maverick.
like I wear leather jackets. I'm
Yeah,
wearing I got wool on right now. I
Well,
got
wool's
this-
good, right?
these guys-
Because they don't have to
Icelandic
kill
wool.
the animal for the wool.
It's true. They're kind of doing it a favor. It's kind of like you're giving it a haircut.
Yeah. Have you ever seen one of those sheep
Oh,
just out there and he can't get his hair cut? What happens to the ones that didn't have humans around? What do?
that's a
They just
great
get
know, right?
suffocated in their fur? What the fuck?
Let's next week. Say that for next week. That's a great
All right.
topic.
Yeah.
Sheep, rebellious sheep. on the loose.
Antisocial sheep. What do they do?
Okay, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the frequency thing because what I did last night is I slept in full wool. All right, fit check. I'm wearing I got wool.
That needs to be a hashtag that I use because I always take a picture of myself. Anyways, go on. Keep talking.
I got this is oh yeah, look at that right
What is it?
there. Yeah, I know this is an audio format, but I'm showing off my wool. These are long underwear. I got wool, 100% wool long underwear. I got a wool shirt, so nothing is touching my skin but wool. And then this is an Icelandic wool jacket. I love this jacket, and leather too. So I did this experiment because I was like, okay, I have the wool. I was all into the fabrics, and then I fall off because sometimes I'm like, I just want to wear some basketball shorts or some running shorts or something. You know, they're polyester, they're easy, they're whatever, you throw them on. But last night I was like, I'm gonna sleep in the wool. I'm gonna get ready for this. And then I wore the wool all day today. And let me just tell you guys, like, I am just like buzzing. Like, I just feel like so in sync.
Here's
with,
the deal,
like,
dude. I did the same thing.
Same
Keep
thing.
going. Keep going. With your
Keep
story.
going. Yeah. It's like I just know what people are about to say all day long, like just vibing with my coworkers. And
Do you have any idea what I'm about to say?
Say? Man, it's so crazy. Like I thought this was all BS, but I'm telling you guys,
Yeah, you're really doing it. This is
it.
crazy.
Crazy.
What are your glasses made out of, though? So that's the problem. Did you wear your glasses all day?
I didn't. I wore contact lenses made from petroleum.
From sheep. Oh, from petroleum.
Probably some kind of petroleum-based contact lens. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Well, like, I'll think so much about my clothes, and then like I'll pop these contacts in, and what the hell's a contact made out of? I don't even look that up.
It's definitely plastic of some sort, right? I mean,
the contact lens solution is made of
oh no,
borax.
Borax?
And they say borax is a big poison. You shouldn't be using it. It kills people. They don't even make Play-Doh out of it anymore.
This is a sticking point between Willie and I. No, don't be sorry. I just think borax is completely harmless. I spread it around to kill cockroaches, and my cats have never died from it.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. No, I eat borax. That's how I have lost all.
I've never heard anyone say not to take it or not to. I don't know about ingesting it. I just mean I've always thought it was like a nice thing. I haven't heard anyone say it.
You know what? Talking about,
I got rid of my arthritis is gone because I take borax. I've had arthritis for a lot of my life because I've had 6 ACL reconstructions. Anyways,
there's a lot of things that you take that you probably shouldn't. I don't know. I feel like we need a disclaimer here. Please don't take borax just because Willie said that he takes borax.
But you can look and see the doses that other countries take it in. You know what I mean?
What?
Other countries?
You mean all those other countries that are better than America?
Yeah. that have outlawed things like trans oils and whatever. Anyways,
No. Borax makes sense because you guys were talking about me being
it's just a salt
park ranger. The founder of the National Park Service made his money in borax. I swear to God. I'm on this vibration, guys, and all this information in me as being a tour guide. We tell stories. At Grand Canyon, it's called Mather Point. It's the main viewpoint. That's the one that commercial buses are allowed to go to. That's where the road first takes you to. Most people have their first view of Grand Canyon. It's called Mather Point. It's named for Stephen Mather. Stephen Mather made his money off of borax, mining borax. And then he was, super rich in the late 1800s, and he didn't like the way the government was running national parks. So he wrote them this whole letter criticizing them. And they wrote him back and they said, if you don't like it, maybe you should run the national parks. Which it wasn't, I don't know what it was called back then, but there was no National Park Service. Essentially, he became the first head of the National Park Service.
That's all you have to do to get a job. You just neg the company, and then they're like, well, fine. You do it then.
No, I can tell you right now, I'm in charge of hiring for this glamping place. We're hiring up for the season. And just going through so many interviews right now, that's really all it takes. You need someone who says, I could do this job. I could do it better.
You guys suck. You look stupid. You're wearing all wool.
No,
that gives them some sort of drive to be
Who
Better
says
than just
freak in the
getting a
wool?
paycheck.
I'm
I
sorry,
wanna
this
win them
freak in the
over.
wool is going to tell me who I am? I
Yeah,
don't think so.
listeners at home, if any of you are about to have a job interview, try low-key dissing the person interviewing you. Just try it. See what happens. And
Slam dunk on those motherfuckers.
Glam
It's an-
dunk.
it-
Oh, is that a word?
Ooh, glam dunk. There we go.
But-
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Dude,
That's our new company
Glam
a
now.
dunk.
word.
That's gonna be the headlines when I break the sales record at the glamping places. Glam dunk for Krocky Meshkin in northern Arizona. Leader. Actually, I'm very excited. I get to say, last time we talked a lot about the night sky. I work at the I gotta fact check this still, but I've been told this is the first ever dark sky certified glamping resort in the world. Is
Oh,
where I do my Star Talks.
Congratulations.
Yes, that would be
Congratulations.
That would be congratulations because we got rid of lights. We got rid of lights.
congrats,
Lights out.
Oh, because
lights
it's
out like Mike
glamping, and
Tyson.
a lot of glamping has to do with electricity, right? Like that's what glamping is like camping but glamorous. So
it's
you bring
camping.
like a fluorescent light to.
Look for scorpions. You could bring a fluorescent light to.
Don't you like set up a TV and shit when you
no,
glamp?
you're
I
more
thought glamping
glamorous.
is what Instagrammers did. I thought that's the influencers version of camping. Was
glamping.
glamping.
Glamping is essentially like the customer is not setting anything up. Like somebody wants to go camping, but they don't want to set all the stuff up.
Oh, that's like half the fun of it of camping though, because camping's so boring. Like, how else do you kill the time?
So a lot of the places in Joshua Tree are just like, well, we have to call it something else because we don't have running water.
So they
Or
call
a
it
bathroom.
glamping.
Yeah.
It's just like the clothing. How many times you go in the store and they say, "Oh, made from recycled water bottles," and like you're like, "Oh my god!" By buying this jacket made from recycled water bottles, I'm saving the planet. And the company, like basically, it's a $300 rain jacket, and what the company made from recycled water bottles. So what are you telling me, company, that this basically costs you nothing to make this rain
Yeah,
jacket?
you got it for
Selling
free. Did you drink the water?
Well,
Did you pick up the bottles? Did you go out and collect them?
do you think that maybe they paid for the recycling? Because you know how recycling hasn't really taken off because no one can make a profit from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
They're
why
not-
there's these jackets. People are like, "Fuck, turn it into jackets." I don't know. Just take these.
Yeah.
Take these bottles.
Okay, I'm gonna try to roll this back into the topic here because they're doing it with shoes, they're doing it with clothing, and they're like made from recycled this, recycled that. And I'm like, I don't want to wear plastic clothing. I don't want that
know.
because this is the other thing nobody talks about. But think about when you wash your clothes. You wash your clothes, then you put them in the dryer, and then you've got to take a moment if you're a good person, if you're, respecting the other people in the house, you're going to pull out that little drawer in the dryer. You're going to take your hand and you're going to scoop all that lint and you're going to put the lint in the trash. That lint still comes if you're washing cotton, wool, or if you're washing polyester, that lint is still going to be there. And that's when it started to get to me. That's when I started to really look at my fabric labels a couple of years ago, because I was like, okay, if I'm buying this polyester rayon stuff, there are little tiny fibers that I see coming out when I wash the clothes and I dry them. So like you could be breathing that in. Like essentially you're breathing in these little plastic fibers if you have polyester pillowcases or
always basically either off gassing or always that's the whole thing. Like with, especially with kids, if the night clothes isn't tight fitting, then it's got fire retardant on it, and that has been slowly coming off every time you wash it. Fire retardant comes off, you're breathing that shit in. Anyways,
that sounds like something from the 50s,
dude. Everything, all kids clothing has fucking fire retardant on it now. It's crazy. They're just spraying,
is that for real?
Plastic on it. Most.
What about the rest of us? I'm not immune to fire.
You're a grown person. Come on, you can go find some water and a fire extinguisher.
You don't think a kid can find water if they're on fire?
I would not want to. Yeah, I never heard this before, but
Hmm.
that freaks me out. The
Darwin's
fire retardant.
law, right?
Oh, we had to figure out which clothes didn't have fire retardant, but with linen, dude, linen is basically from the flax plant. There's many different flax plants, but here are all the crazy things about linen. It's
Yeah.
antibacterial, it's hypoallergenic, it doesn't accumulate static electricity, it's cooling, it reduces solar gamma radiation, it protects against chemical exposure. It's the only fabric that they use when they are performing surgeries for sutures internally is fucking linen. And every single hospital bed used to be covered in linen. And if you picture the one fabric that like exists throughout time, it's fucking linen wraps used in mummies. So linen
It's the oldest. Yeah, it's the oldest. I looked that up.
is it really is the fabric that we probably should be wearing on Earth. I mean, it's the best
sure.
choice. It's the best choice.
If you want to look like you woke up sleeping in your clothes every day, wear a bunch of linen. Yeah,
Or
people will love that. It wrinkles, is what I'm saying. It fucking wrinkles, and you can't iron
Willie,
that shit out. And the
wait,
second
there's
after
more-
you do, it wrinkles again.
There's more pressing issues than ironing your clothes. Come on.
Not in LA. Maybe out in the forest. We can deck yourself from head to toe in wool.
The wardrobe person will.
But out here in
your clothes,
society,
before the
we
big
got to
shoot.
look good. I'm sorry. What are you saying?
Out here in the wilderness, we are making clothes out of yucca fibers. We're making clothes. We're half the time we're just buck naked. We ain't got to worry about the frequency. We're getting the frequency from the sun.
farts don't get caught up in your pants; they just go.
Ooh,
So you
If
stink
it's
less.
linen,
Well, I don't
it
know.
breathes. It breathes.
if it's
What I found too is linen is the oldest known fabric.
On top of that, it's been in the scriptures a few times, right?
Ugh.
Deuteronomy 22:11. Thou shall not wear a garment of diverse sorts, as of woolen and linen together. So the Bible a couple times says not to mix linen and wool. And so the religious people that see this, what they've said for a long time is, oh, this was just them trying to see if you could follow orders well religiously. Don't mix wool and linen. That's what they say. It's like, this is in here to see if
they treat their
can,
religion like a boot camp.
yeah. But these words are from a different time, and the translations are gone and whatnot. I'm just saying that, like, there is a chance that whoever said these things back when they wrote the Bible understood.
Listen, I don't want to cut you off, but I already know where you're going. And I would say that is the most likely chance, right? That they somehow intuned themselves. I don't know why they would know that or how, but that's a way better answer than just follow orders.
Yeah.
What kind of biblical scholar came up with that? No,
Right?
it's just they want to see if you can follow orders.
Also,
That's at
we've
the
got an
heart of
answer for everything.
Christianity, following orders.
It's kind of like in the same vein. Did you know that fuck, I don't want to go on a Bible rant. Here's another quote. Ezekiel 44:17. And it shall come to pass that when they, the priests, enter in the gates of the inner court, they, the priests, shall be clothed with linen garments, and no wool shall come upon them, whilst they minister in the gates of the inner court.
Well, you just made me
within.
think of something, though. Don't they do the sacrificial lamb thing? Don't they have some kind of hang-ups with, like, wool? Are lambs sheep?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're probably like, oh,
no,
that's
they're fine.
God. Please don't
They're
wear
fine
God.
wearing
You
wool,
can drink his
but-
blood and eat his body, but don't wear him.
And that's all the new shit. The old shit wasn't like that. So there's three different quotes in the Bible that says don't fucking mix wool and linen. And I'm like, this is the first time of recent 2003. I always assume that there's so much information and just stuff that we've lost over time. And here's the last one, just so I can get it out. Leviticus 19:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, and saying to them, ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. Thou shalt not sow thy field with a mingled seed. Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee.
What?
It's like, dude, don't mix linen and wool.
Interesting.
Why else would there be a reason to not mix two different fabrics together that are pretty good?
I don't know. There's shit in there about not shaving. That's
You guys remember Super Size Me, the documentary?
do I? Yes.
Right? He the dude who eats McDonald's, like he's like, oh, how bad can
Yeah.
McDonald's be? I'm gonna
Of
eat it every
course.
day for 30 days. Well, I'm gonna do this with linen.
For
I'm
what?
doing this, guy. I'm doing this with linen. I'm gonna do this with linen.
You're
I
gonna wear
decided
linen
right
every
now.
day?
I decided right now I'm gonna try this.
Dude,
Do you
I
do
wore
you have
linen
enough
last
linen?
night.
You did.
I bought a flax linen blanket from France.
I wish you guys would have told me you were
organic.
doing this, and then I could have done it too.
Well, you are gonna do it. The documentary is gonna be about you, how we convinced you to do it,
Okay,
and how
but
it
now I'm
changes
in. Now I'm
everything
interested.
in your
As long as
life.
I'm involved.
Everything in your
I
life
went and-
changes. Like,
I went and partied last night. I drank too much. I was like, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna sleep with this blanket. So I slept with the blanket all night. I was not hungover at all. It was like I felt better. It was weird. In the same vein, there was this flax is resistant to fungus and bacteria. According to Japanese researchers, studies have shown that bedridden patients don't develop bed sores when linen bed sheets are used. There's just so many weird different things and they require 5 times less fertilizers and pesticides to grow than cotton.
wow.
I'm just saying, like,
No, it was
fucking
linen was huge before cotton, is what I was reading. It was linen and hemp, like linen and hemp. Like George Washington grew linen at his estate. Linen was like all over the place. We've definitely. I mean, I don't think I need to over explain it. In so many ways, human beings have like fallen off this natural, more relaxing lifestyle. We're addicted to our phones, scrolling. We're wearing this weird plastic clothing.
Well, picture our clothes versus like what are the not the Mennonites? What are the
Amish.
The Amish?
Amish? Picture
Yeah.
Amish clothes where they make their own clothes out of cotton. They dye their own stuff. Whatever.
Yeah, and they
whatever.
look like fucking Halloween dwarfs.
Okay. I'm glad you brought up the Amish, because I wanted to talk about one of my heroes, a guy named Roy Munson.
Yeah,
And
he was a bowler, right?
Roy Munson was a bowler. And
Yeah, I know. What happened to that guy?
in
He was
1990
really good.
In 1996, he took an Amish guy under his wing, and but yeah, they made a movie about this to tell the story. So Woody Harrelson was in this.
Oh, Woody
Woody
Harrelson just like keeps coming back. So
Woody
weird.
Harrelson is obsessed with hemp. Have you guys seen this? Like, if you look up,
Didn't he tie himself to the Golden Gate Bridge for hemp or something like that?
I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. He got arrested after shooting the movie Kingpin. He got arrested for planting hemp seeds in Kentucky. And this was like one of these on purpose like protest things.
Sure.
Like he knew he was about to get arrested if he did it, but he did it, and they like filmed it because he was like, he would wear like hemp. I looked up these old, basically what I'm getting at is I watched J-Lo, This Is Me Now. I was like, oh my God, this movie's incredible. And then I looked up J-Lo's movies. I found this movie with J-Lo, Woody Harrelson, 1995, called Money Train. And I was like, wow, this movie's incredible. And then I was like, what's up with Woody Harrelson? Why has he got such a great vibe? And and then I looked up.
I know
like,
you're not joking. That's what's funny about this.
And then I went to Google.
Really did.
I went to Google. Yeah, I went to Google. I said, what clothing does Woody Harrelson wear? And Google right away said hemp clothing. And so the hemp is,
he's a big hemp and weed grower.
I need some structure. I need a profile. I can't be wearing hemp. I can't just be like a frivolous, like draped. I'm too fat for that. I need structure in my clothing.
No, we're gonna get you. This is gonna be a documentary, man. I want to make this documentary. Is like the first 5 minutes is gonna be me talking about like I wore linen for a year, but now I'm gonna share it with the world. And
but so here's the problem with you being the sort of base in this experiment is I imagine that you're just super happy with your life no matter what you do.
No. Come on. No. I got the same
you're
problems
living out in
everybody
the
else.
woods. You're like a forest ranger and shit. Like you got no problems.
Yeah, I guess you got a point there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to pay rent in society. What is that?
Okay. Well, look, there. I feel like there's this wall between us, right? There's this invisible wall between us. It's
Should we
called
take our glasses off?
it's called Victorville, and if
Keep
only we
going,
could
keep
get
going.
through Victorville. If we could get you somehow, it's like in Stranger Things, right? When that guy, what's his name, like Jim Hopper. It's
I
funny
don't know
every
any
time
other
every
names.
time I go to the gym and work out and I have to go to the bathroom, I always think Jim Hopper, Jim Hopper, and I'm like, Jim Hopper, that's the Jim Hopper. But the Jim Hopper is a guy in Stranger Things. It's very confusing to me. But anyway, there's this town
Well,
called
maybe your
Victorville.
life isn't as good as I was just saying it was.
I mean, in the spirit of improv comedy, I'll yes and that. My life is just amazing, guys. I'm out here in the woods. You know, I have no bills.
You're hanging out with coyotes.
My biggest bill is my underwear bill because I'm buying linen underwear. I'm buying hemp underwear. It's
Well,
so
okay.
freaking.
Wait, I know we're joking around, but I just had to buy a bunch of new underwear because the underwear that I've had for years has started disintegrating, right? And I loved it.
Yeah, that happens. That does.
But you can't get linen underwear. You just can't do it. That's not a
You
thing.
you can.
Watch
It is. It
me.
is.
Okay,
It is.
okay.
And-
Listen, fuck off. I know that it's possible. Do I want to
Oh,
wear
oh.
those?
I know
Like,
it's not
are
made by
they-
a company that has
what
made
kind
it
of
cheap.
designers designed them?
Try it.
Just
try
what? Just
it.
any sort of loincloth that goes between me and my pants? I don't
I mean,
think
you don't know. You
that
don't know
is what
till
I'm
you
looking
try it.
for.
You don't know till you try
I
it.
need
Like,
support. I
okay,
need durability. I need flexibility. I'm out here. I'm playing basketball on the weekends.
it's all in the grain, man. It's all in the fiber grain. Because wool, everyone used to be like, oh, wool's itchy. I can't wear wool. It's so itchy. And there was this freaking war on wool, and people were like, you know, like, oh, the baseball players and their cotton outfits, they're suffering. We need to get a moisture wicking outfits. And there was this war on all the natural fibers. And it's like, no, America, I will not stand for this. I need you to try these fabrics. Okay, you guys might not know this about me. I don't think you knew this about me when you guys asked me to do this podcast. But listeners, if you guys can type in clothingofthegods.com right now. This is a website owned by yours truly, clothingofthegods.com.
Is this true?
It's all natural clothing. All the clothing
Is
on the
this true?
website is made from natural fibers. I
This
just
site
want to.
can't be reached.
It can't be reached.
Oh wait, I did clothing of the god.
Gods, because we're talking like freaking all the days of the week. You guys know the days of the week, right? You got Moon
Sorry,
Day,
then I put
you
clothing
got
of the
Sunday,
gods.
you got Tuesday. If you want to know Tuesday, you got to think of
Dude, I like this Grand
Mardi
Canyon
Gras.
shirt that looks like Vice City, and I love these
Oh, hell
ancient
yeah.
symbols.
I got this right
What
here.
is this? This
I
is
got
really
this right here.
yours?
Yeah. I'm the owner of clothingthegods.com. So yeah.
All right, point me. Let's see. Where's the underwear? I don't see any underwear.
No, I gotta work
This
on the
looks
underwear.
like just a bunch of stickers.
Dude,
for
there
I'm
are flax
having
farmers out here that
trouble-
you could get in contact with.
Yeah, I need to get more suppliers of the materials because I can't find an underwear supplier except for like polyester shit. Because everyone's like, oh, I want these underwear that's like flexible and
I know they've all
just-
been duped. They've all been duped in the thing. Like,
they
oh,
haven't
it's a
been
drying.
duped. They haven't been duped. It's not like that was a choice and we all said no. It hasn't been a choice for 40 years at
it's
least.
like Doritos. Doritos was the ingredients on Doritos go back 30, 40, 50 years ago. It was corn. It was
Go
salt,
look at European
cheese.
Doritos. European
Yeah.
Doritos, because all these things, ingredients are illegal over there. So
and
they
they
have
just
to make the old natural ones.
just
don't-
slowly worked in
illegal.
these other ingredients, just slowly, so subtly that nobody noticed. And then they try to market it like all the dude. You go to the store, you can't even buy some freaking cotton jeans. Jeans were always 100% cotton. Now you go to try to buy jeans, and they're like, these are flexible jeans.
Wait,
You know,
denim
like
is
the whole
cotton?
denim is cotton. Yeah, it's 100% cotton. Actual denim is cotton. It becomes denim through like there's like the dyeing process and stuff. And you know, this whole the deal with the whole like skinny jean thing, I can't get into them.
Well, you're in luck because bigger jeans are back. Baggier jeans are back, baby.
Thank you,
Really?
Billie
I didn't know
Eilish.
that. Good.
I owe that one to Billie Eilish.
Wait, what? Oh, does she say that? Is that in Royals or something? Wait, did she do
No.
Royals?
Billie Eilish is always wearing baggy ass pants.
Oh, is it Billie Eilish? Is she the one who started it?
I feel
I'm
like
not-
she's been heavy. She's been heavy on. I don't know if she started, but she's been heavy on the revival of baggy pants.
I think
for
maybe
sure.
I have all my old baggy jeans, but here's the thing: now that I'm
Jenkos?
over 40, I can't try to do what the kids are doing, or I'm going to look pathetic, right? So, at this point, isn't my wardrobe or my fashion, my fit,
Mhm.
isn't that predicated on my age? And am I immune to the baggy jeans trend?
It depends on how many times you post about your outfit. You know what I mean? Like if you're
Daily, I do a get ready with me video every morning. I do a gram, I do a story. I fucking put it out there, dude.
I would love it if somebody was doing that and it was like, I'm wearing the same outfit 3 days in a row.
Just got out of bed. Looks like I'm ready.
It's like the Clark Kent closet. They open the closet. It's just the same outfit over and over. I'm honestly, I would trade I'm gonna say this. I would trade every piece of clothing I wear for wool or linen. If I could do it overnight, I would do it.
But here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. You can't even
Well,
just
Willie,
you're not
we're
supposed to
about at
mix those
time.
together.
Really,
Ah,
really.
shit.
Just real quick.
Yeah.
Make your point and then segue it into a kind of wrap up.
Word. I would say that you shouldn't even store these things together because their vibrational energy is going to zero around you. It doesn't matter if you wear it. It's got to be, so you almost have to store them in separate rooms.
That's insane. That's bonkers.
I will build a second closet. I will do it. I got my Arizona ranch. I could do it. I could build a wool closet and a linen.
I mean,
It's all
just volunteer at
coming
a
together.
shelter.
Here's the craziest thing about this topic is that from the things that I've read and because it's fucking quoted in the Bible 3 times, I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. This is compelling. I lean towards really believing this. And then the other side of me says, I cannot find, and this is a problem of today's searchability. I cannot find the real statistics of these studies. And everybody out there is posting the exact same shit.
Yes.
And
yes.
every video is someone sitting in front of a video. And I'm like, I want to watch that video. I don't want to watch your face pointing at it going like, yeah, listen to this shit. And I'm like, dude, this could all be fake. But I lean towards believing it. But it could all be something that somebody made up.
We gotta test
this Bible, because of this Bible quote.
We gotta test this.
Yeah, you gotta test it. And I'm super out. I don't believe in any of this. It's dumb. Mixing 2 fabrics, fuck off. It doesn't do anything. I don't care about your vibrational frequencies. I mean, come on. So we all vibrate at 100, even though some people are miserable and pieces of shit.
We're gonna have to come back.
Rupert Murdoch vibrates at the same frequency as me, and I'm a sweetheart.
We're not saying that. We're not saying
we're gonna have to come back with this topic again, but the topic is going to be biogenetics, and this is the idea that not only do clothes vibrate at certain frequencies, but every single thing has a vibration. Everything does.
This is a schizophrenic's nightmare. Not to I don't want to pejorative schizophrenics, but that's what it seems like. Now you're like, my TV is doing this and my computer is doing this, and I'm freaking out. This is
what
like
the ancients.
This is like adapted mental illness.
Was what so in that
adopted mental illness.
There are geometric shapes that also resonate frequencies out there too. So not only does it matter what the object is, what it's made out of, but what the geometric shape is. And so some people think that this is why, like you said, Wade, it's always going to come back to pyramids, that these shapes were made a certain way because they used to build devices to resonate, to put out frequencies that would help heal us. And so this is why the pyramid is not a 4 sided pyramid. It
Mm.
it has concave shapes because of that vibration. And it's easy to talk about. And I will say, dude, I do feel better after sleeping with these fucking linen sheets. And I'm like,
Mm.
I'd like to look into it more. I am so torn on the idea that this could be something that somebody made up, but I'm like, I'm into it right now. So we'll check back in with that. What do you think, Crocky? What's your take on all this?
I freaking am holding back from how much I like this. I like this a lot. I believe in it for sure. I'm joking about it, but I believe we're losing so much by living indoors on one hand, but yeah, the clothing is a whole other level. Think of it like in a lightning storm, they say get in your car because the rubber doesn't conduct electricity. So if lightning strikes, you'll be safe in the car. That's what I think is happening with the clothes. Like we want to be connecting with nature. We want to be conductive to nature, but we're like cutting ourselves off by wearing these rayon and polyester things.
I'm very curious about your documentary where you wear wool or linen for 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
I
And denim
think
on
you should,
denim.
and
You
denim
got to
on
get the
denim, 'cause
device. You got to get a device to
the
measure.
Canadian
Otherwise,
tuxedo.
Remember when, yeah, Justin
Get a
Timberlake and Britney
device. Get a
Spears were,
device.
there's denim on denim, there's khaki on khaki. It's cracking wearing khaki on khaki. It's trending wearing denim on denim.
That seems out of touch even for that time. I don't remember a lot of denim on denim in 2000.
Linen on
Shoot.
linen. Linen on linen. That's the
I
new
think
way.
she was doing a joke about Stalin and Joan.
What? Britney Spears?
Or not Stalin. What was the other Lenin's name?
Oh,
John?
John Lennon.
John Lennon.
John Lennon.
And then who was the Russian?
Oh my God. Yeah, Len.
Yeah,
what was
Lennon.
his name? Lennon.
Yeah.
What was his name?
I
though?
just remember the Simpsons episode where he breaks out of his casket and he's
Yeah,
like,
me too. I love it. All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you, Crocky, for being here. Once again, the website is Clothing of the Gods, and the book is I Eat the Dirt, and then the dirt gives me food. But don't get it on Amazon.
Yeah, get it on
What is it
Barnes
actually
and
called? The
Noble.
Dirt That Feeds Me?
Get it
Yeah,
on,
the dirt that feeds you.
The dirt that feeds you. Get it on barnesandnoble.com. Barnes and Noble was the first major book publisher in New York City, and I'm very happy to be on their website. And yeah.
And thanks for being here. And you're going to stick around and do the bonus where we get wild?
Yeah, because I want to reveal there's actually somebody very famous who wore a linen skirt to the red carpet premiere of their movie a couple years ago, and it was a man.
Oh, I know who it was. Timothée Chalamet.
Nope.
Timothée Chalamet.
Nope. I'll reveal it.
Okay, stay
the
tuned for that reveal.
Patreon.
If you're not a Patreon subscriber, I feel like now is the time, or you're never gonna know this. You can't just Google it. This is what's it called? Exclusive. This is an exclusive that we will reveal on our more sci-fi episode. Go to patreon.com/RealLifeSciFi. Get access to that. Thank you for listening, and remember, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you. Oh shit, you still are on. You're very on.
Real life sci-fi.